We've got a 2006 Pontiac G6 with 275,000 miles, right, Josh? Yeah. Came in because it had an oil leak. Is that right? What did you determine on the oil leak?
So we thought that the front crankshaft seal was leaking. It ended up being the actual pan, the oil pan.
Okay.
First step is to remove oil pan, so we're going to go ahead and reseal it while we're in here.
Very nice. And what are you working on right now? The timing cover?
Yeah, we've got the timing cover off, just cleaning up. Let's clean up.
Cool. Now I had to come find out because I saw your engine stand here, and that usually means it's a pretty deep operation. It's more than just a quick, easy thing to do.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come find out what was going on.
Sure.
So a lot of people would say that this pricing of a repair would outweigh the price of the vehicle itself. But it's hard to find cars, under $2,000. And that's about what this repair is going to cost. It's about $2,000. But at that mileage, it's hard to know everything that's going on with it. But we did a full inspection on it. So what did you find in that inspection?
This vehicle's pretty solid from what I found. I mean, it's probably some tires down the road, but with this repair, like you said, you can't go out and buy a vehicle for the price of the repair.
Yeah. So at this point, how much you got left?
Got to do some cleanup work here. Gonna start putting new gaskets back on, put timing cover on, oil pan back on.
And we're doing a new engine mount on this, right?
We are.
Why are we doing that?
The engine mount was saturated with oil from this timing cover leak, and essentially has ruined the mount.
Oh, so it was time to change that because of the leak that was happening to it. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Well, once you get it back together, I'll come check in and chat again.
Well, it looks like a Pontiac again.
Yeah, got her all back together. Just double checking. I ran it, got it up temperature and stuff. Just kind of checking over for leaks, making sure everything solid.
Sweet. At this point, just needs a test drive?
Yeah.
Right on. Very nice. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
So one thing that we really like to do is we have a very teamwork-based team here. And Josh got this job all completed and ready to go, and it just needs a good test drive done on it. But he is busy. He's got some vehicles that he needs to check out and do some other things. And so he asked me if I could take this vehicle for a test drive just to help him save some time. Plus, he's asked me, he said, I know of some noises that are going on with it, but I want you to drive it just to see if there's anything that you notice. Just give me a second opinion on it. And so we're really good about 2 sets of eyes and ears is better than one. And we kind of rely on each other, so to speak, a little bit to maybe think about something or possibly catch things that we may have missed because we were just too close to the project. But one thing I did want to talk about is we discussed with Josh about cost of repair versus the value of the vehicle and how this repair would actually exceed or meet the value of this vehicle, especially with the 275,000 miles that it's got on it. But Josh did a full inspection on it, and in Josh's opinion, it really would be worth putting money into this vehicle because in order to buy a car these days that you can just jump in and go with no real known issues, you're going to need to spend at least $30,000. That's just that's the starting point of a brand new car. Not really brand new, but something that's not going to have major issues. And it's, in the long run, cheaper to spend $2,000 up front than it is $30,000 over 5 years, especially in interest. So that's one thing where we really trust our technicians. My technician looked at this from top to bottom and back to front, and you're not going to be able to catch everything by any means. We're human, and some things are going to get missed just because they don't present themselves during the initial inspection, and we understand that. But I would dare say we probably catch anywhere from 85 to 90% of the issues that a vehicle is going to have just off that inspection. And so we really trust our technicians. He gave me his opinion on if this would be worth doing, and he said, yeah. And at that point, I can confidently have a conversation with my customer of, we feel good about doing this, and here's why. And it just gives you that peace of mind that it is worth it. It is worth investing into this vehicle versus buying a new car, and saves you money in the long run. The other thing that we know about this vehicle is the customer knows all of the known service history. They know that they've taken care of it. They've changed the oil regularly, so they know what they have. You go out right now and you buy a car for $5,000 to $8,000, you're going to be buying issues. You're going to be buying problems. So even though this vehicle has 275,000 miles on it, he knows what he has. He knows what issues he may have coming up because we found those in the inspection, and we had a good conversation with him, and he was able to make an educated decision on whether to invest in this or go buy a new vehicle. And lately we've seen a trend where most of my customers are investing in their current vehicles because they see the value in that. And over in the long run, it's going to save you money to invest in your current vehicle versus replacing it every 3 to 5 years. So this goes back to true cost to own. This is one thing that we educate our customers on and talk about a lot is what is the true cost to own your vehicle. And that, encompasses maintenance, repairs, gas, like the whole thing. What does it cost me to own this vehicle? And if you want to know more about that, we've posted the link down below. So go ahead and visit there, and it's much more educated and much more detailed as to what that is and how you can figure that out. If you have a car that you're thinking about investing in, but you're just not sure of the condition that it's in, bring it in. Let me do an inspection on it. I'll do a full inspection, and we'll just give you a second opinion, and we'll give you our opinion as if it would be worth investing what the vehicle may or may not need, or getting something different, and we'll give you that opinion. I also want to know, what vehicle have you owned that has gotten the most mileage? What is the highest mileage vehicle that you've seen? And let me know in the comments below.